Hello everybody, and thanks for tuning in. Today I have some Sennheiser EW500 G4 microphones. I'm going to be mounting the receivers today. I'm going to show you how to use the mounting plate that's included as well as the rack ears. That way you can join two receivers together and put it into one rack space. Alright, so let's get started on it. So first of all, I want to show you guys what it looks like when you unbox it, okay? Alright. So I'm doing this one-handed here. I don't have a tripod with me today. So, okay. Here is your lapel microphone. I'm sorry. Here's your body pack. And your lapel microphone is right here. All right. And then, of course, here is your receiver. All right. Then you have your antennas if you're going to use those. I am not using that because I'm using a distro for the antenna system. But here is your mounting plate. And let's see here, I'm trying to do this with one hand. So this is kind of what your mounting plate looks like, all right? And let's see here. These are your quick start of once you get everything installed. It doesn't actually show you how to install the rack ears in these books. I believe that you can download the full manual online. And these are just like different power adapter sets here, as it says here on the box. They give you some batteries, which is nice. Okay, put those to the side. Get my mounting plate off. Now, here's something that you definitely want to check underneath is your power supply for the unit as well as your rack ears. They are in this box here. So now, this is important. You look at this and you originally would say, well, this looks like a piece of paper, but once you feel it, this is where all your mounting screws are. So don't throw that away. I almost missed those when I had to reopen the box. I didn't throw anything away, which is good. I never do that until... Actually, I never throw it away. I keep it in storage. That way, if I ever had to send something back, I have it. But I did miss those screws when I first went through. Okay, here's one of your rack ears, and the other one's going to look just like that. And let's see here. Here's the other rack ear. Okay. Alright, so there's both your rack ears. Alright. And now this other part, now if you are only putting... I'll open this up just to show you what this is. Now, if you're only mounting one receiver into a full rack, this is like your blank. Instead of having two receivers side by side, this would be one receiver and then the blank that goes in the rack. That way, it's like a spacer so that it'll fit in there good for you. I won't be using this though today. So if you need to see that on another video, just let me know. But it's pretty straightforward on how to do that. Okay? All right. Well, I'm going to get things set up here and then I'll get back with you. Okay guys, so here's the receiver. And as you see, we have these two screws right here on the side. So you remove these two screws. You take one of the rack ears. And you put it on here like so, and then put the screws back in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to unscrew all this, put it on there. Let's see here. I'll do that and I'll get back with you guys here. Alright, here you go. Here it is with the plate on there. Pretty simple to put on there. Quick and simple. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other receiver, and then I'll put the mounting plate on the bottom and show you how to do that. So I will be back. Alright guys, here are the two receivers. I have a rack here on the left side and one on the right. That way when you mount it into your rack, here's where you will put your mounting screws, okay? Now we still have to join them together. So you want to flip it upside down, like so. Now the plate, again, you want to make sure that this isn't upside down either. You want to make sure that you have the side where the screw holes are recessed. And I want to show you something that's very interesting on these, okay? Let me find the screw holes here. Now, this lines up good, okay, right? I don't know how well you can see that in there, but if you flip the plate, you have to make sure that you have the plate going the right way. Otherwise, look, it does not line up the same way. It'll line up crooked. So if you run into that problem, you know you got your plate the wrong direction. So I'm going to flip it back and start the screws in there and see, now they all line up perfectly on everything. Okay? Alright, well, let me start getting the screws in there and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, here you are with the mounting plate all on there. And all I would suggest though, when you're putting this on there as well is, you know, you want to get your two screws here, that way it's all lined up, and then finish your other two here. And as you see, look, it's all one big piece here and ready to put in your rack. So all you have to, I mean, when you're ready, of course, you know, to do your antennas and all that, you can do, you know, do on that depending on what your setup's going to be, if you're going to have a distro or if you're going to use antennas mounted to the front of your unit. For my install, I'm using a distro with an antenna, and as you see, it's going to mount in there really nicely. So just want to thank all of you for watching, and as always, thank you for subscribing. Make sure that you like this video and tell your friends about it. I appreciate you guys' support, and hopefully if you have any questions, please make sure you leave it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. That really helps me out, and hopefully I can keep bringing good material like this for you guys. It's always good to see someone else do stuff like this sometimes when you're new at doing it. I've done quite a few of these installs with the mounting brackets and all that, and you get quite used to doing it. And you end up having extra parts too, because they actually send you a couple mounting kits with each thing, which is nice, because if you did run into a spot where maybe you're missing a part, you can pull it from the other microphone receiver kit. Like sometimes if you misplace a screw or whatever, or one of the antennas or whatever, I mean, believe it or not, it can happen. But always check your stuff. As I said before, when I was putting those screws in too, this little package still had a little screw in there. I was looking for it. I was like, where is that thing? And I found that it was in here, so always check these things really good as well. Okay, well, I hope this helps you guys, and thanks again for watching. I'll catch you next time.